again, all three sides. Put your glue on. And then this is,
You've been pretty liberal with the glue.
Yeah, you need to be.
Just get some on there. Now you could use red glue.
You could.
You know, if you had,
Probably better to use red glue.
if you want.
Yep, it's a little high. It's a little high. It needs to be lower. This bottle's too big. I thought it was going to be too big. Oh well. This is just a sample. Let me show you the guy.
Okay, so when you're done,
So the front of it should be even with the sides here. My bottle's just a little too high. See how the front is even?
yeah,
Okay.
looks like you painted the rails.
On this one I did, yeah. I decided I didn't like the gold,
Yeah.
so I didn't paint the other one. I didn't paint it because I didn't like it. Oh well.
But if whatever.
If you want, you
If
can.
you want to.
Yeah, just gold dust.
Paint it silver if you want.
Yep, gold dust. Well, gold. Yeah. So use either your edible gold or silver if you really want, and just paint it. I happen to like it with the white rails better.
Yeah.
So you can even do it in black.
Yeah.
You know, some people do black rails. So, all right. So try not to have dirty hands when you do that because then that kind of messes it up too.
Always a good idea.
Yeah. And yeah, I could have done it in red. But I could also make that part of the snow. I could make my snow go all the way down.
Sure, of course.
Yeah. So you can kind of see a little bit from the side. Try to keep it neat. And then again, like I said, I thought about putting this front part in here. You could put a front piece in here
If you want.
if you want. Yeah. Which means you'd have to bake two of those. Okay. And then the other thing is this is mostly set up. Get this guy out. It sets pretty fast, especially under these lights. Okay.
Look at that. Cute.
Okay, and then you fill it with like little candies.
Nice.
I'm not going to put it on the seat because the seat's still wet. Okay, and then you have your present. And your present, which is the last piece that can cover up any nastiness.
Okay.
Again, you want to paint. In my case, I could paint it with white with a red bow, green with a red bow, green with a white bow, red with a green bow. I mean, whatever your little heart desires. I'm going to go ahead and fill it in with, I think I'll fill it in with green. So I'm just going to grab a number 2 tip.
This is the optional ginger present.
This is the optional present here that I wanted to put in the sleigh. And again, you could actually do some trees with that same tip, the 349 tip, or just by cutting your bag, or use a leaf tip, you know, a 67 or 68, and do some trees. I'm just going to add a little water to this so that it is a little runnier. There we go. And do my present real quick. Yep, that was probably a little too much water. Okay, so here we got that runny thing going on again. That's that real run sugar thing. Not a big deal. Get some of your white and add it in. Let me grab my spatula.
Now this will not only make it a little thicker, but also it'll lighten
It'll lighten it up so it's not quite the same green too, yeah. I could add more green to it if I wanted to.
But I think it'll be fine for our purposes.
Oh yeah, you're just going to eat it anyway.
We?
Yep, we have all these. Okay. So we'll just, now we are not going to put an outline on this. We're just going to flood it. It's another way of doing cookies. You can actually just dip the cookie too, actually. There's a million ways to do this. I don't have a, there we go. See? Get it in there. Hey, we don't need that much. So this is how you do it without a tip. It still needs to be pretty thick to a count of 16. And you just flood right to the edge. And make sure you're touching the wet Don't let it dry.
Or you'll get your lines.
Or you end up with lines, right?
Okay.
Let's see how it's thick enough. Okay, and then I just went over the edge a little bit here. We'll just cut that off. Clean it up. Don't hold it upright like this or it's going to run down. So
Yeah.
I'm just showing you for a second. Okay, that's going to crust for just a second and then we'll put our bow on and that's our cookie.